Hello everybody who's watching this, and welcome to my Booktube Newbie Tag. I decided it's finally time to do it. I already have 3 videos up on my channel. If you haven't watched them, go check them out, but maybe I'll just introduce this channel through this tag. I thought maybe that could be a great idea, and I've seen some videos where people have done the newbies tag, so I thought it's my time to do it as well. And I have the questions on my laptop, so let's go right ahead and start into it. So, why did you start this channel? Actually, I just thought it was about time. I'm a chronically online girl. I love to consume YouTube. It also helps me a lot with, like, when I have anxiety, to watch YouTube and like get my brain and my thoughts off of constant like thinking about stuff. So I love to watch YouTube, and I just had the idea it would be like a nice video to crochet a Carrie themed sweater basically, and read Carrie while doing it, because my sister loves Stephen King and she always suggests them to me, so I thought, why not combine them? I always wanted to try to crochet something bigger than just like a tube top. So yeah, that's really what got me into doing it, but I really like to just continue, and I have quite liked it so far. Also, to broaden my skill set a little bit when it comes to cutting videos and filming, and maybe also like just a little bit of giving me a little bit confidence to post myself out there to people I don't know. And I just like YouTube a lot. Okay, so the second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube, I'm sorry. I'd say just some fun ideas. I feel like I would love to combine a lot of my hobbies with Booktube. I'm currently drawing on the edges of one of my books. Because I like to draw, I like to crochet, I love to do a lot of stuff, but mainly just like some fun videos that are cozy and can maybe help you with your stressful days, just as I love to watch YouTube because of that, and just to calm down and have a safe space where you can just chill and relax. I feel like that's what I can bring to Booktube, as well as some fun and cool ideas for some videos, just, you know, have a little bit fun and yeah, make some cool content. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I'd just say interacting with people. I would love to read a lot of comments and see what you guys think about the books I read or my content, and yeah, just get into an exchange of thoughts really, and see actual people showing up and interacting with the videos, and telling me about their experience with the books I read or other stuff really in general. So yeah, I think that's what I'm most excited for. Okay, so let's keep going. The 4th question is, why do you love reading? I feel like that's a little bit complicated. I don't know. I just fell in love with reading when I was a teen, I guess, or a tween maybe. I just love to read because it's just a very nice and relaxing hobby. I feel like I love to read because it brings me into a whole different world, and I can think about other stuff than my own personal problems. and it just gives you so much more like than the real world does sometimes, I guess. It also makes you look very smart and educated, and you learn a lot of new words when you're reading, especially in a different language. I also love to read in English. My native language is German, by the way. And yeah, it's just so much fun to read. What book or series got you into reading? I feel like the first book that got me into reading was The Hunger Games. I'm not quite sure, I think so. And then I started reading like all the John Green books. I was a huge fan of John Green. I have all his books. I don't know if he has new books. I don't have the non-fiction one though. And yeah, that was like my kind of contemporary girly phase. And then really into reading, what really got me into reading was ACOTAR. I purchased the first ACOTAR book for a vacation on my Kindle or my e-reader, and I finished it before I went on the vacation, and like that really like got me into reading. Though I feel like I'm not like, I don't read huge and enormous amounts of books each year. But last year I actually did finish 30 books, which is a lot for me. But yeah, this year I'm trying to do 50, so we'll see. But yeah, I think ACOTAR is like what really got me into reading. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? So firstly, I got into booktube for my sister. Her favorite booktuber is Books and Lala, and yeah, I don't really have an idea what I would like them to answer. Maybe, you know what, I always feel like I love to watch Books and Lala, by the way, and we really don't have very similar taste in books, but I love her vlogs and everything. It's just super nice. I would really love to know, like, if a book would be tailored to her, what this book like had to include. I know like a lot of stuff that she loves in books and what she hates, but it's like, if she would have like the idea for a perfect book, what would that be? Because maybe like somebody could write it. Actually, I don't think I would be that person, but maybe something along those lines. So the 7th question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I feel like it's always very hard with each video that I post to put myself out there, even though like I already posted some content of my face and my voice and everything out there. It's still very hard to like do it like again because it's like always this kind of thing of like, hopefully nobody will hate this, and you know, my face is on the videos, so that's one thing. And then I feel like also being consistent and putting effort and work into it, even though it's fun, I still feel like putting the effort into it just to like make this work as well for people to see can be a little bit hard, because you know, you have to film, you have to make time for it, and also you have to read books. And I'm not a very fast reader, and yeah, I feel like not putting too much pressure on yourself to read a lot of books can be a challenge in of itself. So yeah. The next question is, when did you start reading? I have a pretty like good memory of, I don't know when it was, but I was in elementary school, so probably like 7 years old, 8, and my mom always, I went to the library with her and I had to pick up one book that I wanted to read or finish in that week. It were children's books, obviously. But yeah, I had to pick a book each week. I probably read way more back then than I do now, because I'm not finishing a book a week. But I had to pick one up, and then I had to read it, because every day after elementary school I went to my grandma's house, and there I had to read, so that I wouldn't watch too much TV. And that's like the earliest memory of me reading books, so that's when I actually started. But I feel like I read Ekata like right around the time it came out, so I was like maybe 15-ish. So yeah, that's when my love to books really started. Okay, then where do you read? I just love to read in my room, basically. Not too much like outside. I feel like I just cut my video off, I'm sorry. Not too much like anywhere else. I love to read just in the comfort of my room, and yeah, in my bed, really. Just being comfortable and cozy. I don't like to read a lot outside. I mean, of course, a beach read has to like also like come along on the vacation. You have to take a book, but yeah, just in my room in the comfort of my bed, usually in the evenings as well, because then I don't have like the stressful day is already over and I can just chill a little bit. What kind of books do you like to read? So if you watch, or if you look at my channel banner, you can find all my favorite books. And actually before last year, so before 2023, I only read romantasy and romance books. But last year I actually decided to read through a lot more genres. So I found that I really like autobiographies, though I'm not reading like a lot of them, but I quite enjoy them. And yeah, romance and romantasy is still like top tier. I also loved Carrie Soto's Back, which is I think like contemporary. I try myself at horror and weird books, though I usually like don't find them appealing a lot of the times. I liked a few Stephen King books, but I love to just try a lot of things out. But spicy romance books are always like top tier. But I also love to read an occasional YA book, because that always helps me to get out of my reading slump, I guess. And those were all questions. Here it says, sometimes done. What does your book collection look like? I can just real quickly show you. So those are my TBR books. There are also some behind those. And then I have those, which are also my TBR. Yeah, I know, Fourth Wing, I still have to read it. And then I only have like one bookshelf. It's like not too impressive. It's also a little bit dirty. But yeah, this is my vision board, by the way. And then I have read all those books. Also look at my Crescent City books. Those are the German exclusive painted edges ones. And then it goes down here. And this is the last one I actually read. And then those are also TBR books. Yes. So this was just a very quick view of my book collection. I also have mainly classics right there. And then coffee table books right here. Yeah, I need more space for my books, I think. But yeah, that was it for my Booktube Newbies tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it a lot, give it a thumbs up and write something in the comments. Yeah, and go ahead and watch my other videos if you want to, and I would be honored to see you around my channel. Again, bye bye.